There's a new phone out from Verizon called the Moto X, and here to tell us about why it's so cool, or maybe not so cool, is our tech guru, John Hanlon. John, good to see you again.
Gordy, great to be back here.
Okay, the Moto X. Is it cool? And if so, why?
It is pretty cool. So here it is right here.
Okay.
And if you recognize that name, Moto X, it's because this model that came out just recently in the last month actually has the same name as last year's model. They're both the Moto X. So this is now the Moto X 2014 version, but it technically has the same name.
Okay. It's got wood grain in the back.
It does.
Is that real wood?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It has something called Moto Maker, which is a website where you can customize it. So you can customize the physical colors of the phone and things like the wood on the back there. Through Moto Maker, you can engrave your name in it. And this is something really unique to Motorola and their line, that it has the Moto Maker customized, and it's all a website, and you just go on there and you can purchase the phone right through the website and then customize it.
Okay, now what would this phone be compatible or competitive with?
Well, there are several other major releases of the year. The iPhone, obviously, it goes up against, and then when you're comparing a phone like the Moto X to the iPhone, a lot of it comes down to the operating system, and it's just a huge difference between this runs Android and the iPhone is obviously iOS, Apple's operating system. So those are, it's a competitor, it's a major competitor, but there are huge differences there. But on the Android side, there are also things like the Galaxy S5, which came out a few months ago, and I brought in here the HTC One M8 and the LG G3, just a few names, and I think I brought all of those in here in the past.
Now run through a few of the features on this phone.
Big old 5.2-inch full HD screen on there, and this has something pretty cool. You saw it when I picked up the phone there. You might have seen it that the time came up, and it actually comes up also if you just swipe your hand over the phone. And not only is it just the time, but if you have any notifications like emails or texts or any kind of notification on there, then you can see it right along there, right alongside with the time. So that's a pretty cool feature. It just makes it easier to access and easier to see. Well, okay, what's going on here? What do I need to know about going on with my phone? Another feature is it has Motorola Touch, is what it's called, and that's basically a suite of software features, and one of them is voice control, so to control the phone, which most phones have. The iPhone has Siri, and most phones have some type of voice control, but Motorola Touch kind of takes it a step further. So you can actually do Google searches and things like that without even touching the phone. So I'm going to say something, and then we'll go ahead and do a search. So you can actually, this phone you can actually set to respond to anything that you set it to, so any set of words. So experience Michiana.
Okay. It's drawing a blank. What's going on?
Notre Dame football.
It's confused. It doesn't know what to...
So there it pulled up, when I said Experience Michiana, it pulled up the voice identification thing because I've set it to do that.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
And I think it got mixed up with what you said.
All right, try it again.
Okay. We'll restart. Experience Michiana. Notre Dame football. So then Experience Michiana triggered the voice identification, and then it's searching for Notre Dame football.
Okay.
Notre Dame beat North Carolina 50-43. They are playing Florida State on Saturday at 8 p.m.
Okay.
So there you go. So without even touching it, that's all by voice, and that's part of something called Motorola Touch, and that's unique to this phone. And you can set it to, again, any set of words that you want to. I set it to Experience Michiana. It also has a great camera on here, 13-megapixel camera there on the back, and you can activate this camera actually by just twisting your wrist twice. And there that activates the camera on the phone. So that's pretty cool. A 13-megapixel camera on there. It can also shoot 4K video, which we've talked about before. It's just the next step up from HD video. But activating the camera with that twist of the wrist is a really cool feature. I use that all the time when I was reviewing this phone, and just even you don't need to have the screen on or anything. Well, you have the phone on, but you don't need the screen on. Just pick up the phone and you can twist it twice,
ready to go.
And the camera opens. So if you take a lot of photos, that's pretty cool. Also, you can see here the front-facing speaker, which may not sound like a lot, but most phones still have the speaker on the back of the phone. Which, when you think about it, doesn't really make sense because you're not listening to the back of the phone. You're obviously, you have the phone facing toward you when you're playing a video or playing music or whatever. So this has a front-facing speaker, which is really nice. If you're watching a video, then the audio, the sound is coming right toward you, which makes sense.
Okay. Now, what's this connection with Forbes magazine? What are they saying about this?
Forbes magazine actually called this the top smartphone of the year.
Oh, really?
So they were really, their reviewers were very impressed with it. They said a lot of these features, it's just a really solid package. Also, One of the big selling points on it also is the price. It's considerably lower than most competitors. It's only $100 on contract if you're due for a contract renewal. On Verizon or AT&T, it's available on both carriers for only $100.
Excellent. John, thanks for bringing it in. It's the Moto X.
Moto X 2014. Yep.
And if people want to contact you or find out more information about what you're tracking as far as technology goes, how do they do that?
jhanlon.net is my website, and there is more information on the Moto X and a link to a place where you can purchase it from Verizon.
Okay. And what's new on the what's on the horizon? What are you waiting for? What can't you wait to come out?
Always new stuff coming out. There's the Galaxy Note line from Verizon. There's a new phone from Samsung. There's a new Galaxy Note 4 that should be out in the next few weeks here. So look forward to that. The Galaxy Note line is known for their really large screens. So it's in between a tablet and a normal smartphone.
Always good to see you. We'll have more information on our Facebook page. We'll see you again soon. Thanks. And we'll be right back after this.